I can already tell this video is going to be a disaster. I've indulged in a lot of the stuff that this channel is named after. I won't go into detail about that, but I'm in a very goofy headspace right now. And I have 77 minutes and 51 seconds worth of footage at Six Flags Great America that I need to talk over. And, oh man, got a burp in there. And, 23 seconds in, easily I could just edit this out of my video, but in an attempt to make a one-take video, I want to be authentic in my laziness, and I'm going to keep that burp in there. I think that I gave myself the option of cutting some of this driving footage ahead of time, but I didn't. Honestly, don't know how much of it's ahead. I hope it's not too much. Right next to the right of us is the Grand Mill Plaza. I think I gave up. I mean, I'm assuming that oh yeah, that I know what the context is. So I'm with my friend Alessandro, who is like a fan of my channel a lot and stuff, and he wanted to give me like the full tour of Six Flags Great America. He's like, look, it's a little unwieldy and unnecessary, but there's like a side entrance where you can fuck around under American Eagle. And I'm like, you know what, that sounds like good footage for my channel, so I'm gonna go ahead and accept your offer, because I would definitely take the opinion of someone who lives in Chicago, has been going to this park all their life, over me, who has never up until this point been to Six Flags Great America. I had a lot to do this day, but I wasn't too concerned about it because I was going to be there on the Tuesday and Thursday of my trip. I had already gone through like 6 freaking parks, and this was my first major one on my summer trip. And I mean, honestly, between this and Six Flags New England, those are like the only 2 major Six Flags parks in the country I've yet to visit, so it felt pretty sweet to knock that out. I didn't knock it out sooner because, I'll be quite honest, this park really didn't have any kind of elite looking rides that really lured me in by itself. But when I could couple it with a bunch of other parks in a region I've really never even visited, I was like, all right, 340 whatever credits in, I think it's time now. I'm at 368. That's where I thought I was 340. Maybe, I don't know. This is about the time to give old Great America a shot. Right there is American Eagle, the only Intamin wood coaster I have ever been on, other than, I feel like I'm lying, yes, El Toro. I mean, like the old kind of thing, like not the prefab, just Intamin, but fabbed, or whatever, post-fabbed. Whatever, I'm already fucking up this fucking video. I knew this was gonna happen. I mean, I'm completely, look, I'm just gonna smoke this way. That's Raging Bull, by the way. Alright, might as well just make it worse. Fuck it. The room smells like Snoop Dogg had like 3 parties in here and then had a 4th one. There's some water slide bullshit. I don't visit water parks at all in this channel, and almost never in real life, maybe once or twice a decade. So if you're looking for water park information, I mean, if you're looking for information, what are you even doing in this video? You haven't figured out yet that this is just, spam? You could say that, it's like a sardonic roast channel, whatever. You see that mean streak shirt I'm wearing? I mean, like, you just need to know what you're watching if you're ready, if you're about to commit to like 74 more minutes of this fucking, as I said, spam. So we still have done absolutely nothing in this park, and it's already about 4 minutes in. But if you're an enthusiast of 4K footage of parking lots, check this out. I mean, here's your pornography. Aren't you enjoying yourself? Why do they need like 6 or 7 American flags? Like, why? Is it because it's it's Six Flags? But wait a minute, I thought the Six Flags of Six Flags were different countries, like the countries that like invaded Texas or whatever. Like the Confederacy was one of them or something, in Spain and France and shit. It wasn't 6 American flags. That's not authentic Six Flags. That's made up shit. It doesn't matter. I don't think anybody cares. I'm probably the only person who, I'm not even sure that I care. So, there's that. To the right is more water park. I'm telling you, if you think you're gonna get water park information out of me, you're mistaken. All right, enough of this. So we're walking in, and I am with Alessandro, and then there's another dude who was in the One Train Ops Facebook funny roast group, meme group thing, and Evan, and he was like, yo, look, I want to join in on this shit. I'm like, look, we're smoking, we're gonna be in this park a little blazed. And I mean, I was ready to get them. I mean, dude, how many new coasters in this fucking bitch? Like 14 or something. Wait, where's the? I got the RCDB tab in advance. 15. Not sure I got them all. Oh yeah. Oh, Demon, that son of a bitch. They only open to get on weekends or on times when I'm not there or whatever that it is. I didn't get on Demon, but I think within the 2 days I was there, I rode everything else. Did I ride Sprocket Rockets? Now I'm all confused. Yeah, I did though. I did all that shit. Cool. So I did the entire park except for Demon because they're like, look, this coaster's a pile of ass. It's really only like a capacity expansion. No guests are gonna want to ride this shit anyway, unless all the other lines are like 78 minutes long. And well, this park, one of the reasons why I, waiting forever to come here is because I'll be honest with you, waiting in lines in amusement parks is not my favorite pastime. There's Evan and Alessandra. There you go. They're hanging out. I don't like waiting in lines. That's for idiots. And I found out that the time that I had to go to these parks this Tuesday would be it. The best time for me to go with queue times. There's a website. I think I might have told you about it in a few videos where they predict the crowd sizes in advance, and this is forecast as dead as it gets, which is still packed. I mean, like, yeah, okay, so yeah, there's the first middle finger of the video. So we attempted to go to Maxx Force, and we waited for it, and then I don't remember, broke down or didn't exist or some shit like that. Something sucked about it. So we're giving up on Maxx Force. And even though I ended up riding all of the bullshit at this park, it's not like we did it like smooth sailing, like going through, like a park from a real chain like Hershend or something where everything's open even in December, no worries, everything. Nah, this is Six Flags Great America here. This is still a Six Flags. And you gotta respect that the quality is just gonna be lower because Salim Masool's an asshole. All right, so I don't know that tower. It's an S&S tower. I can't compare it to other shits because I didn't ride that. To the right, look, this is a real piece of flying ass fuck. Bourbon Street Cafe, beignets, dude. They abandoned Six Flags New Orleans, my open air quote home park, Blight Park. And they still celebrate New Orleans and other parks, acting like they... That's insulting. I guess they just don't care because people in New Orleans now have no access to any amusement, anything whatsoever. Just fuck that part of the country. They don't matter, but we'll go ahead and, create like in this imagination kind of cutesy little thing about New Orleans and other parts of the country where they do get to ride roller coasters during the weekend and day trips. I'm so salty, you motherfuckers, living in parks, near parks like this. But anyway, I've complained about that so many times. You're not supposed to run in parks, my friends. Don't do that. Okay? Alright. So, at this point, I think the gummies were starting to hit me in the park pretty good. And I'm like, look, here's how it's going to work. Alessandra, you just tell me everything we're doing from now on. You already know what I'm going for in the channel. I want to get on every ride. I want to do it efficiently. I don't want to be walking around in circles like a twat goblin. I just want to get the shit done quickly. I'm about to enter outer space, and I need you to just tell me what's going on. And he was like, all right, I got that. So I think we just gave up on Superman, which really doesn't matter. I didn't even ride it the first day. I rode it when I came back on Thursday when my friend Lacey came in. You might have seen her head in other videos. Yeah, her head will reappear in that one. The back of her head, rather. Anyway, I didn't ride it because I rode the ones in the other shits, Georgia and whatnot, and it's like, all right, it's fine. It's certainly not a priority. I'm not going to just start riding clones the instant I get to this park. So we start at this thing. I'm forgetting what is this. Dark Knight? Is it the mouse or whatever? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. That's how memorable it is. I'm looking at the names of the rides. I'm still having trouble. Like which one's this fucking shit? So it's it's a mock Wild Mouse. Look, it's fine. I enjoyed it. It's all right, but like, unless you're like a wild mouse without restraints or in some kind of sketchy park or something, it's just really hard. Look at this great footage, just straight of his ass. See, this is when I'm walking around. This is when I'm walking around parks, especially when I'm not low. I guess I just fucking just have the camera up and forget that I'm filming. I'm just having a conversation wherever the camera's pointed, good for you. That's all the footage you're getting, even if it sucks ass. And look, I know that's not how to run a proper YouTube channel, but this ain't a proper YouTube channel. I'm gonna have a sip of this coffee while this ride his ride. All right, now it's useless. All right, moving on to possibly a ride that matters, because that one wasn't really one of them. Exit to park. We're gonna go ahead and do that. And wait, yeah, I have to I'm sure I have to stop because I have to wait, for my friends to come on another car, another train or whatever. But maybe I go ahead and film some extra shit while waiting for them, or I abandon them, or I do one of those things. Either way, I know I don't abandon them for long because I'm wait a minute, I'm high blasted in a park I've never been to where I really need to optimize my day. So let's not fuck around. Let's not fuck around. Dippin' Dots. I need to mention every time I see Dippin' Dots in a video because that's how my channel started, and I kind of started neglecting that. There's nothing to it. They don't sponsor me, and I'm not even telling you to eat it. It's overpriced shit, but I'm just going to point out every time I see a Dippin' Dots, man. It's so ubiquitous. It's like seeing Dollar Generals in rural fucking places, man. Those asshole slimy fuckers who fucking, outbid, underbid, let me try again. Who made the local grocery store go out of business by going really, by making them go broke, and then they raise all their prices. And Dollar General. I just watched a documentary on Dollar General. It pissed me off. My girlfriend is an assistant manager at one of those, and we both hate that company. I don't know why I'm talking about that. There's Joker, another discardable clone that I'm just fuck. It's not even a different paint job from a different Joker now. I mean, that. Damn, that doesn't matter. There's the whole fleur-de-lis from New Orleans, celebrating New Orleans, the city that Six Flags abandoned. Just reminding you motherfuckers, you could have saved that park if you gave a fuck about. I mean, whatever. All right, so we're gonna continue on. It's we're 12 minutes into this video, and I still haven't really covered any footage that even matters. Everyone already checked out of this video because it's just super uninteresting. But I mean, I guess people who have nothing better to do are these things like auto playing from the previous video and people forgot to turn it off or fell asleep. I hope that I have enough people and that part of my audience to make the algorithm want to promote this at least a little bit on my journey to 1,000 subscribers so that I can make my 12 cents a month from ad revenue from these ridiculous fucking videos. Dude, I'm already a year and a half into this shit. It's hard work, man. So yeah, this is about as dead as Six Flags Great America gets. Not too horrendous, but it doesn't really stay like that, and this is not the norm. Enjoy it while it lasts. So I think the strategy was to go to the bullshit that Batman, yay. It's just all I'm seeing so far: Superman, Batman, Joker. Just stuff that exists in every other park ever. Stop. Alright, so I guess after that we're legit trying Maxx Force. I think the strategy with this is you need to get to it right the fuck away, or you need to wait until the end of the day, because in between it'll be 218,000 hour minutes wait. So Maxx Force, I'm sure I'll go back to it later in the video, but let me just, I guess, start talking about a roller coaster, considering I've just wasted 14 minutes of your time already talking about absolutely nothing. God, I should have trimmed some of this footage. This is bad. Well, Maxx Force, the first real coaster we've walked, another clone in the Intimate Impulse. Dude, it's just clone. This is why I didn't come to Great America right away. It's just there's only 4 new things that excite me. One of which was Maxx Force. That launch is a son of a bitch. It immediately, the only comparison I can think of are Top Thrill Dragster and King Ka. And there's nothing else really that compared to that. And man, if Da-Da-Dompa is even more intense than that, motherfucker. Really good ride. I enjoyed it. The launch is spectacular, and the 9 seconds afterward are fun. And then it ends even Top Thrill Dragster 1.0 gave us a little bit more, I think. Maybe I'm making that up, but it really felt like the shortest ride in the history of anything. Anyway, I'm looking at my rankings right now. It made my number 69 overall. Nice. And my 4th favorite in the park out of, whatever, 15, whatever. So, We're walking past Strutters. Don't know what they sell there. Don't give a fuck. What is that, a chicken? A beaver? They sell beaver meat. Alright, so I don't know where I came up with the word beaver. Like, I'm baked, alright? Leave me alone. Man, I'm gonna have some more actually now that I mentioned that. Fuck, I mean, all we're doing is just looking at some dude's bag and like little teddy bears and shit. Nothing to talk. Wait, is that a new coaster over there? Is that Demon? Yeah, I have so much to talk to you about. So much to say about Demon. You know, all day for 2 days in 1 week, and they're like, nah, Demon doesn't matter enough to open it for out of towners who want to come on a Tuesday or Thursday. Six Flags. Do better. Marijuana. All right, so Raging Bull back there. I mean, I guess I can pretend to talk about Demon. My friend Colson, who didn't come with me now, he ended up like finagling away to get into this park like on a Sunday after Hollywood Nights, some crazy driving, and he told me it opened for the weekend. He was like, dude, some rough bullshit. And yeah, it's you know, just an old Arrow piece of shit looper that, you know, by the way, I love Arrow, but some of these, you know, aren't very good. I mean, it's not fully Arrow, but if it's anything like Ninja at the Missouri thing, yeah, it's a pile of ass fuck. And I mean, I wanted to ride it. I would have ridden it twice if it was fucking open, but hey, you know, you can't. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Damn shame. Don't know when I'm gonna be coming back here. It might be a few years because, like, I'll be real. Goliath, Raging Bull, Whizzer, Maxx Force, American Eagle. I've kind of run out of rides that make me want to come to this park. Like over here, you've got X-Flight, and I mean, yeah, it's a pretty fun B&M, but like it's kind of outclassed by most of the other stuff. It's pretty intense. The footprint's small, and it's got a unique kind of flavor that is nice. So I'll give it that. It's certainly one of the most interesting rides, at least in the top half of the park for sure. Mainly because it's, you know, not a clone, but then again, wing coasters, you've been on one, you kind of have an idea what the rest of them are like, other than like Thunderbird, which just shits on all of these motherfuckers. But yeah, I mean, X-Flight's alright. It's fine. It's short, but it's intense, and that's one reason why I'm pretty fond of it, actually, I guess. Because B&M coasters that are intense as hell are either old or rarities, because B&M just doesn't believe in intensity anymore. I wish they would change their minds. I mean, whatever. I think the next thing that we're about to maybe do in a second is get a turkey leg, but I don't know what comes first. Is it X-Flight or turkey leg? Look at him running ahead, like, I guess he'll tell me. I guess he's disappearing. Maybe he's gonna take a piss. I don't know. Like, this is just unedited. This is worthless. Man, maybe I should like start considering editing my videos, because man, there's just so much. Like, I can't even read that. I see the light and I see X-Flight and none of the weights. Useless. 4K uselessness. Only here at fucking Coaster 420, baby. Smoke it up, man. All right, I have some coffee here. It's getting cold. Let me have a sip real quick. You're looking at X-Flight anyway, and you're not even paying attention to what I'm saying, so enjoy X-Flight. I'll enjoy it with you. In fact, I'm just gonna have more of this Midway munchies. Let's go. In fact, I wish I didn't see that word. Now I just became instantly hungry. Well, now I have to endure like freaking an hour of being hungry, man. Okay. This is gonna be torture, but look, I'm gonna make it through the next hour at Six Flags. Fuck. Six Flags Great America. If you partake in the obvious thing I'm talking about, cheers. If you're drinking, cheers. If you're just depressed, not cheers, but like I feel for you, man. You know, it's expensive to travel these days. The only reason I can pull off this shit is just like group traveling with people, and Six Flags membership. I got that grandfathered $7.02 a month, let me in every park energy, so that's pretty sweet. And God, this footage is bad. Look at how fucking poor my filming is. Do I even know that my camera's pointed like wrong? Damn, useless, absolutely useless. This is what happens when you give a complete dumb shit, stoner idiot the camera and then give them a conversation to so his ADHD will really. I'm talking about myself in third person, and that's really I don't like that. I hate people who do that, and I just caught myself doing it. Please forgive me, because I'm not sure I will forgive myself. How many coasters at Great America? Wait, I didn't read the 17, 10. None of those were 15, so maybe they were asking a different question. I'll never know. I'll never know. So you see how like not dead this line is? I mean, hold on. How not slammed this line is? Don't get used to it. Don't expect it. You have to come on a weekday, like at a weird time, or like a rained out day, or I don't know. Everyone got struck by lightning in advance. I don't know, but that's just never happening here at this park. Evan claims that there really are a lot of days at Great America where it's like a ghost town and shit. But then Alessandra, who like lives in the same city, is like, no, what are you talking about, yo? This park's always packed and fucked. So basically the only reason that you can kind of get away with this without paying for fast pass stuff is because they're pretty decent on the single rider line. Please point up more with the camera. I'm talking to myself, my past tense self, like I should already know that I don't know how to fucking walk upstairs with a camera and be interesting. So this footage is useless. Alright, so we're in a station for X-Flight, and to the left and ahead is the X-Flight, angled badly. Man, this is among the worst footage I've recorded at any park. So there's the two people who are, fortunate fuckers who live near actual roller coasters rather than Blight. Good for them. I'm happy for them. And, just because I have that misfortune doesn't mean I wish it upon others. But at the same time, I'm like, fuck that. Hey, nice little dueling shot over there. Good energy. I mean, look, I'm, sending myself further into debt with this hobby. But, I'm going to keep doing it for the rest of my life. Especially because, like, first of all, it's the only way I can enjoy this hobby. But also, it's fun, man. I just really love traveling the country doing this shit. I mean, I'm not sure when I would have ever gone to Chicago again without Six Flags Great America being there. I don't know. I'm fond of all of it, but I'm not fond of where I live. Louisiana fucking sucks every single fucking fuck. But, it is what it is. I could just leave. I really could just leave, but, like, the excuses people give you for not leaving, whatever. Enough about that. Why am I talking about that? So we're taking just the entire walk from X-Flight all the way back. Just this is like an endurance test, this fucking video, both for me, the narrator, and you, the viewer. Just useless footage. There's X photos. Like, they should have thought that one through, man. Like, flight photos, man, not X photos. That's porn. That's like the same thing with like fucking Elon Musk's dumbass fucking renaming Twitter to X. One of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my life. Friggin' overly fond of X, and then it's like, oh, all right, let me send an X video to you. Yeah. All right, I'm just running with that joke. Look, X gear, more porn gear. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. What's also not cool is the weather. It was pretty hot, but not as bad as it is in the swamp shithole that I live in, where it's been like 108 degrees like almost every day with 105% humidity. It's just don't show me the Munchies bus again, man. Fuck, X-Flight's fine, but now I don't want my kind of food. At least they don't show you any information about the food, so it's just vague and ambiguous, like a roller coaster tycoon like restaurant is not. Okay, they are not ambiguous because they have a big donut or a burger on them, so that was wrong. Anyway, I was trying to make a joke and like the exact opposite is true, so I just fucked that whole thing up. Down there is Goliath, which ended up becoming my favorite coaster in the park. Not by a lot. Not by a lot. Number 45 over 56, 64, and 69 with Raging Bull, Whizzer, and Maxx Force. And then American Eagle 92 was the only other one that made my top 100 out of 368. But Goliath, it was better than I thought it would be. I thought it would be really bottom tier. I thought it would be competing with Twisted Cyclone for my least favorite RMC, and that's not the case. It's in the same league as Storm Chaser, you know, which I don't consider elite by any means as an RMC, but it's still and also it's a wood coaster. But I'll tell you what, compared to the parts of Lightning Rod that are wood and the entirety of Outlaw Run, that thing does not feel like a wood coaster like the other ones do. It really does feel like steel. So the one thing that I was really excited about was another coaster from RMC with the wood rattle and all of that. There was a little of it, but compared to Outlaw Run, it felt like two different ride types, which I found surprising. But what I did enjoy is that the layout felt a little longer than I expected it to be. I thought it would be just disastrously short, but it wasn't. It felt more complete than I thought it would be. And the elements were fun, they were intense, and it was pretty re-rideable. I mean, re-rideable other than this line nonsense, these fucking lines. And then remember, Tuesday, you know, like not July or August, and a Tuesday. The times that, like, I always insist people, it's still fucked in this park. Well, we're going up, and, you know, those fast pass kids, you know, trust fund kids, having fun. Good for them. I mean, look, sometimes I cave in and buy that stuff too, but I was like, look, I have 2 days to be here. I'm really not in a hurry. I'm just trying to get footage today, and I'll get most of it done. But, I mean, my very next park, Michigan's Adventure, yeah, I had to spring for that shit, because you think I'm waiting 75 minutes for Shivering Timbers when it's in, like, the booniest of boonies? No, fuck that. Anyway, you know, waiting more in line. Oh, there's some footage of that little inversion. Look, I was looking at it high and up. Like, I know it's 0G stalls and all that crap are, but right now I don't feel like being put to the test and saying the wrong thing, and then you unsubscribe because you say, like, that's not what that inversion's called, you uninformed fucker. All right, so there's the first drop of Goliath, and then after that it goes up into a miscellaneous inversion. Honestly, dude, there's so many names. These trust, dive, high five, fucking. This is where I get to a point where I'm like, all right, yo, like, just like Immelman launch, like, just, that's cute, and I'll nod my head when you say them in your videos or whatever. But I'm not gonna be trying to, like. And then after this double corkscrew flip into the double down speed underground run, death roll. Like, the ones that matter, like the death roll, I actually know what that one is. But, you know, I can't really narrate that. They're clapping, and I told you absolutely fuck all about the coaster because I chose not to learn all these inversion names. Every time people say, like, where do I go for actual information rather than spam, I just say, just go to Canopy Coaster's channel, man. I watch that dude shit, like, every time I go to a new park, like, my appetizer is watching the Canopy Coaster review on that park before I enter it. And then telling you, like, all the specific things you need to do, like, show up at this time, take advantage of this, don't forget to do that before this, because look at that line. That is a line, and it sucks a big butt. Fuck that. And Time Traveler's cool. Also, so yeah, just watch Canopy Coaster if you want the opposite of the content I'm giving you. It's, you know, it's not, it's kind of dry, but that's where the actual content is, and he's great and shit, I guess, whatever. And then there's me, where I'm just, I just drifted to the right, like, I'm so high, I'm Yukon territory. Well, I'm out of coffee, fuck. Wait, there's water, I brought water, let me have some water, man, I need to hydrate. Everybody, stop what you're stop what you're doing and drink some water. Stop what you're doing and ding some water. You can ding some water too, whatever that means, have some of it. You heard that? That was my bottle. It's authenticity. I actually drank water. Camp Cartoon. That sounds so bootleg. That sounds like a Camp Snoopy ripoff. I thought that fucking Six Flags had a theme to kids sections. Is that Yahoo? This is lousy. This is one of the lamest kids sections. That Sprocket Rocket, yay! Another one of those not interesting, super exciting. Sprocket Rockets. I guess since I need to fill time, I'll even go into detail about the non-matters. It's a Vekoma Junior coaster, the 207 meter type. and it's the same shit as like Roller Skater at Kentucky Kingdom, if you've been on that. You know, it's fine. It's honestly more interesting than your average kids bullshit, I gotta say. But more interesting than your average kid shit, if that's your standard on something that you want to talk about. You know, I'm happy for you, but I can't match that energy. So, in fact, I knew what the ride type was, and I was only about 80% sure I even wrote it, and my footage just confirmed I could have gone the coaster count, but I was going into this video not fully knowing whether I actually got on fucking Sprocket Rockets. Thanks, footage. So you can see like how just completely irrelevant that credit is, coupled with how I am in this video. That's my headspace. Look at all that. 6 flags, 6 flags, 6 flags. They had 6 American flags. Alright. So what's next? Dude, it looks like my tour guide's lost. He's like, I don't know where I'm going. Like, maybe we can go here or go there. I'm like, dude, maybe my ass. Please tell me where we're going. The whole point is you know what we're doing. In fact, there's 2 of you motherfuckers who know what you're doing. You both live here. Please tell me what's next. Please don't give me options. I don't want to think right now. I just want to go to Yukon, whatever, and get some cold beer. There's a cold beer sign. That's why I said cold beer, but it's gone now, so my joke expired. There's that's a fresh, lovely paint job right there. I actually can fuck with that. Looks pretty good. It wasn't even remotely interesting to ride and watch Flash Vertical Velocity, the Intimate Impulse here, because like just a couple days prior, I was at Valley Fair on the better one that like holds you up in the air all weird and shit. Like that's okay. This is a nice little skyline of coasters. I can't fucking hate that. X-Flight, Raging Bull. Never mind, I was going to read them all, and then I just spammed to the right and gave myself a headache. I was going to list them all, but now I forgot what they all were. Anyway, the Intimate Impulse thing, it's fine. I mean, they're all kind of the same thing. Wicked Twister was the better one because of the twist rather than twist spike, and then the Valley Fair one was better than that because of the holding brake. So this is, you know, 3rd place or 4th place or 5th place, whatever. That's fine. Little Dipper. So this coaster I had ridden really almost exactly the same ride at Little America, but the Little American one was so much better. You had ride operators who were just super cool, fucking around with the guests, having fun with the kids, giving us 3 laps with a really cool view of like the whole park because it was like the centerpiece. Really great energy. I mentioned in my Little America review that it was 10 spots over this. It's actually like 50 spots over this. So, you know, what you do with the kids coaster can go a long way. Here it's just generic and like has a view of bushes or something, and I think it rode shittier too. So, you know, do I recommend it? For the credit, that's it. Do you have a kid? No? Then don't worry about it. You don't have to ride that shit. It's a tiny little thing. It's not even like Woodstock Express at Kings Island, Dominion, and Carowinds even. It's like, don't worry about that. Right there's Batman the Ride, where I guess I should talk about this one. And it is my highest ranking Batman. Not that that means very much, because all of my Batmen are ranked in my 200s. I'm sorry. So 218 Batman the Ride at Six Flags Great America. Sorry, yo. Sorry. But that's just the truth. That's just where it is. So, security warning. Line jumping is monitored and strictly prohibited. So we just watched someone, there was like 8 kids jump the line, and that was prohibited, but they did it anyway. We're like thumbing up like, well done, you motherfuckers. So this is the original Batman? I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain it is, but now I'm freaking out. Since 5/9/92, it has to be. All right. So it rode great. I loved it. It was clearly a better setting. You know, it was an intentional setting relevant, you know, relative to like the parking lot of the Batman at Fiesta, Texas, or something. Like, you know, that it did make a difference. It was intense. It was fun. It's my favorite Batman. But does that mean much? Not really. So I enjoyed it, and he's saying a bunch of things. I'm sure his review's way more informed and interesting than mine. Like, man, there was that one element that did this, that, and the other. You can't hear it because that shit's muted, and instead you just get the complete spam coming out of my face. And at this point, it might be your fault for still being here. It's, 34 minutes and 47 seconds in, and you're still listening to this trash. So, enjoy. I wish I could comment on what we're talking about in this conversation, but I can't even begin to guess what the fuck we're talking about. I mean, watch it be that he's just telling me a bunch of opinions on rides, and I'm just ignoring. No, I'm not ignoring. I'm not a rude asshole like that. But I could have been. More bad filming, pointing wrong. Please stabilize this camera, asshole. Just come on, man. Just lift it up and tilt it forward a little. Yeah, there's the Batman car. Isn't that great? Yeah. So what's he pointing to? Oh yeah, Ace Roller Coaster Landmark. If you haven't done it yet, just send $50 to American Coaster Enthusiasts so they can, I don't know, put plaques in front of more rides or whatever they do. Nah, I'm in that shit just so I can go to Hollywood Nights and allegedly other coaster events. But like, I haven't done any of them yet, so I can't even say I've taken advantage of that yet. I just heard a shitload of cop cars outside. Yeah, that's because I'm in Louisiana. I know that they have cop cars everywhere, but I just wanted to make a bad joke whatever. To DC Universe stuff. So, I didn't really do anything anywhere near any of this because DC stuff is all pretty cloned and there's Joker. It's an SNS 40 free spin. I've been on like 380 of these. They are okay. They're fine. And in fact, I want to say, let me just confirm real quick. No, I'm lying. It's ranked pretty similarly to the Batman the Rides for me. I know how blasphemous it is for you like Batman the Ride cult members to when I say that Batman the Ride doesn't really matter very much. But yeah, the 40 free spins and Batman, they're pretty interchangeable to me because they're so close. Look at that Maxx launch, yo. That's great. That's pretty fun. So I guess this is when we rode Maxx Force. I thought we waited in, I don't know, maybe it's out of order. I don't know, but look. So you see how it's been like, 6 seconds? All right, now you're starting to feel good. Yeah, great ride. And it's over. I mean, that's my problem. I mean, that felt more flaccid in length than fucking, what's the other short bullshit? Top Thrill Dragster? I don't know. Top Thrill Dragster felt like more of a ride than this. But that launch is outrageous. Like, you hear the boom from that launch. Like, I think someone like helped me have the front seat or something. I don't know. I got the front seat in my first ride, so that was pretty sweet. Anyway, you hear the boom from the launch of this thing from the other side of the park. It sounds like a cannon being shot in a war. It's ridiculous. And I can only imagine the electricity consumption with something like this. But I can confirm, S&S air launches fucking rule. So, I mean, if Hypersonic XLC did this kind of shit, no wonder people love that shit. And I don't know. It's great. It's a really great launch, and it's kind of overwhelming. It feels like a punch to your gut, but a good one. I mean, it doesn't hurt you or anything. But riding this, if you really want to just underwhelm yourself, ride this and then go ride like Copperhead Strike a few days later and just ride that launch compared to this launch. So the difference between the two is actually literally hilarious. It's like the difference between a Mine Train and Magnum XL 200. I mean, Jesus Christ, the launch speed difference is so dramatic. Raging Bull over there, I'll tell you about. Oh, that's a good dueling shot though. Not a good filming angle. That's very unprofessional. So we're leaving Maxx Force where we waited, I don't know, not that much, 25-30 minutes, which is pretty cool, I guess. And I'm pretty sure the lines here can get to 90, 120 minutes pretty easily. And it's not like I religiously check the queue times when I'm not there, but from what I hear, it gets bad. So what I've been told that if you have to go to this park on like a normal day, like a Saturday or something, which sucks to be you, that sounds like fucked shit. That sounds bad. But if you have to go to this park on a Saturday in July or something, your only options are rope drop and get there fast, or pay for the Fast Lane Plus, which not everyone can do because not everyone's capable of it, or this is the smart way to do it. Get all the other stuff done, and then when the park's closing in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, then you hop on. Then it won't have that long of a line, but then you can, even if it does, you can ride that thing at 48 minutes after the park closes, and that way you're not going to just piss your entire day away baking in the fucking heat of that line with absolutely no shade and bad conversations around you. I don't want to be like super close to other people in line a lot, because I'm just an asshole who doesn't need that. Why are we like going in line for, are we leaving? Yeah, we're leaving, right? Okay. Man, you the viewer, you're probably more aware of what's happening than I am, and I'm the one like behind you watching and narrating like the wrong shit. Soon I'm gonna be like, all right, next up on our tour of fucking Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, we have like, whew, these t-shirts are shit. I would buy way more shirts at Six Flags parks if their shirts weren't shit. I love buying t-shirts at parks, but man, the options just aren't great, man. And also, I like to represent the underdog. If I had bought a t-shirt for any coaster in this park, I would have spent $70 fucking on a great Whizzer hoodie. Whizzer hoodie or t-shirt or something. Whizzer is my third favorite coaster in this park. Yeah, I know. Over American Eagle, X-Flight, Viper, Batman, all that bullshit. Whizzer is a gem. I heard that back in the day, this Schwarzkopf was about to be put on the chopping block in favor of a new ride, and then like the locals appealed or yelled or screamed or whatever they did to keep it here, and I'm so glad they did that, because as someone who travels seeking fresh, unique experiences that you can't get in other parks, this is about the only example at Six Flags Great America that really feels just fresh. I know it's not the only one of this model type. What is it, like a jumbo jet or some shit like that? Whizzer. Extended jumbo jet. I don't know how many of these shits are left in. Yeah, there's only been, wow, there's only two. The other one is in Colombia. So yeah, it really is a rare model. Anyway, I would say it has pretty similar feel in the car to like a mock bobsled, which I love, because you can lay down and recline. You can just lazy boy it inside there, provided you don't have someone in your lap or something. You know, like it's, you either ride this laying down on the like in a couch, like vibing with your head back, chilling, or with like your partner. Do not put two dudes crotch to ass in that. Nobody needs to do that. Just sit in a different row, man. Unless you really want to bond with your homies, then you know what? More power to you, motherfuckers. Alright, so, what am I talking about? Alright, so it felt kind of like that car, which I love. So you basically get to relax on a couch, laying down basically, on a pretty intense family coaster. It was fun as shit. And I rode it several times, both days that I was here. It's extremely fulfilling. It's nice and long. It's relaxed and intense. That's a really unique combination for me, and I've never been on a Schwarzkopf I disliked, and that's one of my favorite Schwarzkopfs actually. Like, third place in the park, number 64 overall. I couldn't fucking believe it, but like, all I needed was one ride to know, wow, I love that. I absolutely love that. And look at everything else in the park. You've got Goliath, which is an RMC. Not, you know, what am I flipping? I'm flipping something off. Which is an RMC. There are a lot of RMCs. Then there's Raging Bull. It's a B&M Hyper. Granted, it's a pretty different one, but there's a lot of B&M Hypers. Maxx Force. Kind of unique, but it's not exactly the only launch coaster in the world. American Eagle's pretty unique, but it's still it's a wood coaster. That's probably the second most unique in the park. And then you've got the barrage of vomit, like, you know, Viper, which is a Coney Island Cyclone clone, and not as good. X-Flight, which is a short-ass B&M wing, of which there's a bunch. And then Clone-a-thon, Flash, Batman, Joker, Superman. So what brings you to this? Hey, some people who are like, hey, I want to be in your coaster video, but there's no sound, so I didn't even get to hear them say hey. Anyway, so really that's Whizzer. When I come back to this park, I'm going straight to fucking Whizzer, which also you should do, because the lines will get jammed up. So I would go very close to Rope Drop or near the end of the day or something when the families got out of the way. Because, you know, this park, I later discovered, is a pretty like the crowd follows like one exact kind of path, like a circular path, and everyone kind of goes to these rides at the same time. And I think what was cool about our trip here on this Tuesday, was that we went just a little faster than the rest of the park. So like we would be on a ride, it would be like 7 or 8 coasters in a row where we would wait X amount of minutes, like 10, 15 minutes, but then it would be the wait will go up to 25, 30 minutes right after we rode it. And it would be like that for the whole way. So I think we were beating the park. But so what I was saying is either beat them to it or wait till they're all gone to ride something like Whizzer. Because otherwise you'll be waiting a lot. And if you spend your 8-hour day at Six Flags Great America and you only get on 5 coasters, that's your fault. You fucked up. You don't do this to yourself. Just come to this park better prepared. Anyway, so I did say about Raging Bull that it's unlike the other B&M Hypers, and for real it is. I liked it. I don't know where it is on my Hyper rankings. Let me see. Pretty freaking high actually, I want to say. So my favorite Hyper, Diamondback at 32. Then after that, Mako at 37. And then Goliath at Over Georgia is 54. 55 Intimidator at Carowinds, 56 Raging Bull at Great America. Now I want to see, now on the very end of it, you've got 113 and 14 are Candemonium and Apollo's Chariot. So I like Raging Bull pretty highly up there, but there's a lot of B&M Hypers, and I don't rank them as high as other people do. Just like, oh, I'm seeing that there's a box where I need to write Schwarzkopf on my spreadsheet and just copy pasting it. I'm editing a spreadsheet during a fucking YouTube video that I'm posting in one take on the internet. Like, kids, follow your dreams. Be lazy. Just try to be interesting and hope that people are still watching. It's how you don't make a YouTube channel. Anyway, Raging Bull is a real remix of the B&M Hyper type. It's twisty. It's kind of intense. It's kind of goofy, very interesting, compact layout, but it's fun. I enjoyed it. Not everyone's cup of tea, though. My friend Colson, who usually agrees quite a lot with me, when he went there, he was like, this sucks. This is like the worst B&M Hyper. It just meanders and does nothing. I hear that opinion, even though it's very different from mine. I kind of get it. I can see why one wouldn't like Raging Bull, because I like the more unique it is, the more I fuck with it. That's why I like Raging Bull, I guess, because it really is unlike the other ones. But other people say, well, what it's doing that's different, there's a reason that they don't repeat it in other B&M Hypers, because it kind of sucks. So really, it's a coaster that you kind of probably have to ride yourself to formulate the opinion. There's Whizzer. I don't care what your opinion is, change it to saying Whizzer slaps. Whizzer rules. Whizzer's better than your mom. That's a way better coaster than your mom. You need to ride Whizzer. Dude, am I just waiting for fucking Maxx Force like for 2 minutes straight? Or why did I record this whole long? What am I trying to get with this shot? This might be the longest blue balling waste ass shot that leads to nothing ever posted on a coaster YouTube. What? Do I even know I'm recording? Did I forget to hit stop? No, because I'm panning. All of that was to wait for Raging Bull to drop. That sucks. I'm sorry that you had to wait for all of that. I'm sorry. There's Raging Bull. I know that you had to wait way longer than you wanted to for that. And here I am like, oh, wait, hey, at least I got a semi-interesting segment. Wouldn't it have been better if I just clipped out that whole last minute and you just got to the point quicker? Yeah, they would have been, huh? So there's Maxx Force, 3/4 through the ride, and it's over. There's some birds flying. Pretend that that's still part of Maxx Force. You can extend it by 2 seconds. It's short. It's pretty short. So there's Viper, and if I didn't know in advance that it was just a complete clone of Coney Island Cyclone, I might have liked it even more. But like, just clones are just it's like adding made in China to it. It's just it lowers in quality. Not that I have anything against Chinese stuff. It's just knockoff stuff. Why don't you use original layouts? Anyway, either way though, I like it. I enjoyed Viper. It's pretty fun, and I can't even compare it to the Coney Island Cyclone because that's one of the major coasters in the U.S. I haven't ridden yet. But I mean, PTC trains on a pretty decent wood coaster. I can't really complain. It's a little rough, not too bad. It's fun, but I can't say that it has anything that makes it really stand out to where I just say, man, I really want to go on Viper at Six Flags Great America right now. It almost feels made redundant by Goliath and American Eagle in the same park. Like, I'll be honest with you, I don't really... It's if Viper was like alone in a park as like the only roller coaster, I would appreciate it a lot more, even though it's a clone, because it's the only wood coaster option. But when you can go like next door to the RMC wood coaster, or the way more interesting goofy ass American Eagle, I just don't see myself spending much time on here. It really does feel like a filler coaster, which is unfortunate, but that's kind of what it is. Here it is, just pointing down. This sucks. It almost seems like I'm intentionally pointing the camera at his head. I promise I'm not. I mean, you can, in your fan fiction, act like that's what I'm doing. Cigarettes, you want some cigarettes? No, I don't want some cigarettes. Was he having playing cards? I don't even know what he was offering there. Anyway, no, I just don't know how to film. And I'm baked, like I am baked potatoes, and I'm just trying to just cover all of the footage in the park. At this point, with all of this like ride exit footage that I'm getting here, it really does feel like I'm really trying to stretch for time, huh? Like trying to make this video as long as possible. I assure you that wasn't my original intention, because in a lot of parks, like walking the entrances and exits leads to interesting footage. But this is an example where it doesn't. That's a good shot, I guess. Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Right when I'm insulting my shit, that's a good shot. Yo, let's go. Let's get him. I only had to wait fucking, how long? 51 minutes and 34 seconds to establish a good shot of that shit. Yeah, we're smiling. Yeah, that was a good shot. Finally. It's just so much investment of time to finally see something that matters in this video. I mean, obviously, if you like Evan and Alessandro, their heads matter, so you've probably seen something that mattered to you earlier. So I'm not trying to say disregard that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm high. All right, there's Raging Bull. What the fuck am I doing in this? Okay, whoa, wait a minute. See, if I was a professional filmer, which nope, ain't that, I would have gotten that thing dueling for a continuous shot, just perfectly angled it. But I'm a dumb reject, so I bombed most of that shot. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. Alessandro, he's like, Igor, you're trying your best. Oh, I just admitted my name for the first time on this channel, I guess. Yeah, my name's Igor. A horrible name, right? Like Frankenstein jokes, bring them on. All right, so the reason it literally took me 23 parks and 1 hour into the 23 parks to bring it up is this. I don't care about like promoting myself on stuff. I just like being like the anonymous person just walking with you through these dumb parks and just fucking around. And like, you'll recognize my voice and maybe my long hair or something when you see me in like a coaster event or something. But other than that, I'm not trying to be the next Taylor Bybee, like fucking pissing people off at IAPA. I just want to be some guy who can just, crack some jokes. And also, you gotta give credit to the people who just mute me in every video and just like give, have pleasant little backdrop park walkthroughs, which I guess there's some value. As I said, maybe not in this one, because this is some bad footage. Like I have a lot of unsalvageable trash in here. Can't do much about what. I mean, like right now, what am I even filming? What is this bullshit? What am I trying to film? This, I do know this is like one of the highest days I've had in a park. I think I went through like 10 or 11 gummies by dinner. Fuck, I feel like I'm on a bunch of that. I'm not on gummies this time. I'm just like, dude, look up THCA, people who are in illegal states. I'm like, you guys are in legal states, you lucky fuckers. But in illegal states like mine, THCA, I just had like fucking pre-rolls of Pineapple Express delivered to my fucking door. I don't even need to tell you the vendor. Just look up that THCA shit. And they advertised they had this freaking weed that was like the strongest in the market or something. And I'm on this shit. I'm wild right now, man. 5 out of 5 stars as advertised. There's a big old stick. I don't know what kind of drop tower that is. That doesn't look like SNS. See, RCDV doesn't give me the information. Ow, I hit my, ow, fuck. Oh, I just hit my elbow. RCDB doesn't give you the information on the flats, and I could just say, oh, that's an Intamin or something, but I'd be lying if I knew that I was telling you the truth, so sorry about that. I can't imagine there's anybody still watching this video, but if you are, I appreciate you a lot, or at the same time, I'm concerned about you. 55 minutes in, let me know that you're still alive. Thank you for that. Thank you for what you're helping me do with the YouTube algorithm. I'm not going to ask you to like, comment, subscribe, and watch all of this shit and the eventual ads that I hope will be on this channel. But I'm appreciative that it's happening anyway. Look, hybrid and airtime, and there is one thing I don't like about Rocky Mountain Construction. They make really great roller coasters, but their merchandise fucking blows. I have only seen one thing that RMC published t-shirt or hoodie form that I even remotely wanted to buy, and it was a Christmas hoodie, and I never wear, it was like an ugly Christmas sweater, and I never ever wear Christmas sweaters, even in Christmas. I only got it because it's the only one I liked. There's American Eagle. I'll talk about that at length during the journey to and from it. Anyway, so we're leaving. Wait a minute. Wow, I'm zoned out. It feels like we're leaving X-Flight or something. What coaster are we on? Wait a minute. This is right. Wow, dude, I need to put this weed in. That's Raging Bull. We just rode Raging Bull. Oof, man, that's rough. All right, so look, Raging Bulls are great, and yeah, everyone's already told you that. And I'll tell you what, when I was approaching this park, look at American Eagle, how ridiculous that looks over there. I love it. When I was approaching this park, like every time, you know, I don't know why there were 3 separate opportunities for me to bring up what I'm doing to people who I was talking to, but each time I brought up that I'm going to on a coaster trip, they're like, the first thing they do is say Raging Bull. You gotta ride a Raging Bull. It's the best coaster ever. Locals are really proud of their Raging Bull. I don't know why specifically over the other rides, but that is certainly the crowd favorite, it seems like. Not for me. I think that it is not the best coaster in the park. However, I mean, I fuck with Raging Bull. I like it. I really do like it. So I'm going back to my rankings right now. All right. So like, I was gonna go to my rankings to like say something, and I completely forgot what it was. Woohoo! 20 minutes left. We can do this. Let me drink some water. Drink some water, guys. Drink water. Man, this is rough. Oh, this footage is ass shit. Why do I have to? Okay, I really need to cut it out on filming footage walking out of every ride. I know that I'm trying to get the whole experience for you, the viewer, other than the coaster video. By the way, those of you who don't know, is in every in my description for every coaster video, I have timestamps where all of them are, with a link to an actual POV from a channel that actually knows how to do POVs and not me. So pause my video whenever, you know, you're at that timestamp, and on another tab or on another life, you can watch the coaster, the POV. I just don't feel like recording or getting all the permission to record a footage that's just worse than another park. Not to mention, Six Flags doesn't even fucking let you, unless, you know, you suck their dicks, and I'm just not sucking Salim Basul's dick. So sorry. All this footage is, I'm actually making myself angry. This is bad. I think there's a I think I need to just film these park tours on like 1 or 2 gummies rather than like 5, because this is okay. What am I even filming? What is any of this? And not to mention, Six Flags Great Freaking America has one thing worse than most parks. Their lines in and out of shit are so fucking long. They are just really horribly long. And then you've got rides like American Eagle, whose lines are like meme long. Walking tacos. Yeah, man, okay, there you go. That stupid bus from earlier didn't get me hungry for specific food, but now I see that. God, I need this video to end. I can't click X like you to make this video, and I actually have to finish narrating. This sucks. Greetings from Six Flags. Ugh. Wait a minute. I do know that in this video, I do grab a turkey leg. In fact, look, punch a butthole. I'm sorry. Look, I know that's immature, but, you know, I got nothing for it. I just felt like being immature. And this is my YouTube channel that a year and a half in, I've made $0.00 on, hoping for a better future. You can't tell me what to do. Moving on. So one of the quintessential parts of the Six Flags experience is walking around and seeing fucking advertising. So which side of the Twix are you? Are you on the fuck you side or the go to hell side? I don't understand how that's the marketing campaign Twix has, having two sides to their shit. Why would you have a preference for the left or right? And how do you even identify the left or the right? When you pick up the package, how are you supposed to know which orientation of direction represents the left Twix or the right Twix? Complete spam. I hope that somebody got something out of that park map bullshit. It was shaking too much. I don't even think you could have read any of it. Dippin' Dots. Look, I'm not forgetting to mention Dippin' Dots. Kids, stop running in the park. Battle of Hall of Justice, whatever that is. Ugh. God, this sucks. I haven't ever been in one of those, even though I've seen it in like 28 parks, because I just didn't care. So I'm sorry about that. Maybe I should go to one so I can formulate an opinion. There's Demon, the fucking bitch was closed. Look, I wanted to ride Demon. I like bad old things, and aerodynamics, you know, talk about sucking dicks earlier, like, you know, the closest I'll ever get this. What am I doing? The closest I would ever get to sucking a dick is an aerodynamics employee. A vague, generic one. I don't have like a lust for anybody from aerodynamics. That's ambiguous. I'm high. I always give my videos one listen through before publishing to make sure I didn't say anything too rancid to where I just have to delete it. I'm probably pretty close on this one, but here's the thing. If you're watching this review at all, it means I accepted the entire 77 minutes of spam that I recorded. I'm not editing anything. The only thing I'll allow myself is to retake it. So if you're hearing this, I didn't retake it, and I probably cringed. Those two are on a date. Good for them. Look, wait a minute. I can't even goof around about that now. I actually have a girlfriend for the first time in 300 years now, so I actually want to take her to her first Six Flags. I hope she likes roller coasters, because man, I really hope she likes roller coasters. But hey, she supports me when I travel. I do. I woke up at 5 p.m. and I was like, dude, I feel like going to Carowinds. I feel like driving from New Orleans to North Carolina like right now. What do you think? She's like, do it. That sounds like fun. When you have a girlfriend like that, that's a pretty good start. So yeah, that you'll have a Carowinds video coming up soon. 5 hours later at 10 p.m. I decided to just drive to North Carolina to make it for road drop, and then had an Adderall. None of this is behavior that I recommend. You shouldn't do that because that's fucked. Over there's beer. Tap House. Ooh, turkey leg. Oh, I remember. I know what's about to happen here. We're about to buy a turkey leg, and I know that the walk from the entrance of American Eagle to American Eagle is such a piece of shit that I was betting, dude, Alessandro, watch Korean corn dogs. I bet you those are good. I bet you that I'll be able to eat my entire father-fucking turkey leg from the walk to where I bought the turkey leg to the entrance of that ride, and I'll be able to throw it away in that trash can and hop on American Eagle because that line is so fucking long. And you know what? I was right. I mean, I had to eat it fast. I had to eat it pretty ravenously, and I haven't even gotten to the turkey leg yet. I'm talking about there's that fucking bus. Why am I filming fucking X-Flight again? Did I forget that I had already done this? I bet you that's what it is. Damn, this sucks. Alright, so let's watch X-Flight one more time. Ooh, Raging Bull in the distance. Just ride Thunderbird instead of X-Flight. Thunderbird's shit's on every other wing coaster. There's Goliath, there's the floor. Oh, there's my turkey leg. Alright, so look, Goliath is pretty cool. Best coaster in the park. Get on that shit. Raging Bull, second best in the park. Whizzer, I know all of you disagree. Go fuck yourselves. Whizzer's the third best, then Maxx Force. And then fifth place. With this turkey leg, we're walking to American Eagle. So, let me tell you about this. Look at this banana. What are you supposed to do with that? I bet you they spent like $100 winning that and fondling the banana. Alright, so we're walking to American Eagle, holding the fucking turkey leg. It's operating. This is refreshing. This coaster is weird as fuck. It does a lot of long drawn out bullshit that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Its helix, you're looking at that like it's like comically large. And it starts off going kind of slow and like, are you kidding? But then it picks up. And then it almost gets to the point of like the intensity of the laterals on like Beast at Kings Island or something in that second half. It's pretty good. It's long as shit. Unfortunately, it doesn't duel. Man, I would have loved to ride this thing dueling. I forget when they stopped dueling it, but apparently now they only do like one side per season because of wear and tear, and also probably because Intamin's fucked up, you know, reliability issues and whatnot. Either way, even though it was only on one side that I rode it, I hope I. Oh wait, okay, I'm good. I was like, I didn't know whether I recorded the correct side on RCDB, but I'm like, even if I didn't, this video is about to tell me. I had the same issue with a Racer 75 at King's Dominion. I didn't know which side I actually rode. I'm like, fuck. When I come back, I'm gonna have to ride both sides or whatever. No, I just watched my own worthless ass video to tell me which side I'm on. So as you see, we're maybe about halfway to American Eagle. Isn't this ridiculous? They should, at this point, they should get a fucking shuttle bus from the entrance of this ride to the actual entrance of the fucking ride. It's outrageous. It's pretty funny. So we're still could you imagine actually having to wait this entire line? I bet you they could accommodate a 7-hour line on this son of a bitch. So look, I'm still munching on the turkey leg, but I definitely finished this turkey leg before I get there. See, I don't know if I did it the authentic way by finishing it before I reached like the line or something, or I was allowing myself to eat it in line, but I do know that I ate that turkey leg pretty quick, and you're all impressed with me, right? So there's American Eagle only on one side, as I mentioned. It's got a huge presence. It's really weird. Nothing like that'll ever be built again because this is weird. It's really weird. It seemed like Intamin just trying to go really epic on something they didn't really understand. Not that they bombed it or failed or anything. I love the ride. I love the coaster. It's a great ride. But it feels very, I don't know, their first attempt-ish, you know, if that makes sense. It's but I mean, I know it isn't, right? Isn't it or something? Hold on. The American Eagle, Intamin wooden coaster, 7 of them. Okay, so American Eagle, yeah, it was their. Okay, it was their. Wow, it was their first one by a lot. May 1981, and they didn't try it again until Pegasus at Efteling in 1991. Okay, so my hunch was right. Anyway, I like the ride a lot, but I can see why people hate it. It's really weird, and don't try to rope drop American Eagle because that doesn't exist. You have to wait until like 1 p.m. or whatever to ride it because, you know, they don't feel like paying that extra, you know, 8 hours of employee staffing to have a few people man this thing for 2 more hours. But, you know, Six Flags, you know, corporate assholes. So here we are waiting for just an outrageously long amount of time for fuck knows what reason. It really does. It really does seem like I'm just here to waste your time now, doesn't it? What am I? Oh, okay. So this is me waiting for it to dispatch. See, usually in videos, I start recording and I kind of time it, having a pretty good idea of when things are dispatching. But this video, I think I just bomb it. I just start early and then I'm like, well, can't edit that, so I just have to just stick with all of this. I could have probably, while still calling it a full park tour, trimmed this 77 minutes into like 25. I really could have reduced this by 75%. And I'm going to release it as is because I don't have time to record more stuff. Look, I just worked a full work day today. I don't need to tell you anything about it. It was a good day. I had a great day at work, and I decided, look, I have enough energy and this weird burst of motivation because I'm really high to finally record this goddamn Six Flags Great America video. That's probably only going to get about 350 people on YouTube to fucking watch it. But it's going to be okay because this is my slow, arduous journey to monetization in 2027 or something, where I'll make my $8. And my grand total of like 0.013 cents an hour over all of my effort, you know, after $400 for the GoPro and all the travel and all the people I've entertained and lives I've brightened, I'll finally get my first 13 cents. I cannot wait for that. That's going to be really exciting. And here I am just trolling everyone, including myself at this point. Mother goddamn fucker. Doing the entire walk. Crazy turn ahead. If you go ahead, there's a turn. Yeah. I'm showing the entire fucking walk away from American Eagle. I don't think it's quite as bad as the way in, but this is so unnecessary. You know what? I have to have been just trying to draw it out at this point. So he's pointing, saying, "Hey, you need to, next time you come here, you need to check out da 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 da." He definitely said something, and I guarantee you he'll be in the comment section or tell me in a group chat what he was actually pointing to that I need to check out. I forgot. There's some stage thing, something, this matters. Make sure to, that's literally all the words I remember. Sorry. I have no idea, and I'm actually kind of embarrassed because I was like, yeah, I promise to remember, check that out or something, and fuck no. So there's the third place looking ass Intimate Impulse. Just go to the one at Valley Fair. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're all the same shit. It's fun. I like Intimate Impulses. Where am I ranking these shits? Yeah, 212. So Batman the Ride, Flash, Vertical Velocity, and Joker are all ranked about the same in my upper 200s. Like, really momentous, interesting stuff. You've been on one, you've been on them all. At least these, these little shuttle ones. I said in my Valley Fair video, it would slap so goddamn hard if they just made more of these as full circuits, man. We need another Volcano the Blast replacement. This format really kicks ass. An inverted launched Intamin is going to be better than any B&M invert if they actually give a fuck. Come on, man. One time, Intamin, bring this shit back and bring it back with a vengeance and get people to actually believe in you, which they won't, because Intamin has the worst reliability issues in the history of the world. I love them to death, but goddamn. Alright, so I guess we're about to ride this maybe more reliable than usual Intamin. And I don't really have a lot to say about it that I haven't already said in the fucking Valley Fair video from a couple videos ago, but I guess I'll do it again. It doesn't have a holding brake, but it does have a good ass launch, as you can see. It's a nice little diversion. It's absolutely a roller coaster. Of course, I'm not gonna not count it as a roller coaster in coaster count, but it really does feel kind of like more like a flat than a coaster in a lot of ways, just because of just how short it is. It's like a launched, actually good Zamperla disco with a twist or something like that. It's, I wish this was more a longer layup, but for what it is, it's a nice little adrenaline rush, fun thing in the middle. But I just can't see myself, other than when I'm collecting the credit, ever waiting more than 10 minutes for this. It's just not worth it. I really don't think so, especially when you have Maxx Force that has a launch and then actually does a couple more things. Granted, this is way longer than Maxx Force. The experience is pretty fucking long, so we're filming a long flume, I guess. Apparently that matters, because even he's filming it, even though he what are you doing filming shit at your home park that you get to visit whenever you feel like, you lucky motherfucker? Whatever, I'm sure, maybe it's some Snapchat shit or something. I'm just being a complete twat, insensitive to other people's desires to share their day with their friends. Anyway, so, I don't know, I'm walking back to the train. What am I doing here? I pledge allegiance to Flash Vertical Velocity. He has his hand over his chest. Yeah. How much time do we have left? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! How did I do this shit? I'm sorry, I just screamed in your face. Oh, man. I'm looking in Audacity, and I just see clipping at 1 minute and 1 hour, 13 minutes and 8 seconds in. Looking back at my screen now, man, I'm delirious. We're sort of Flume, sort of Joker. Yeah, did I tell you about that 4D free spin? It's mediocre. It's all right. It's fun. It's okay. It's even. I would wait even less than that. I wouldn't wait more than like 6 minutes for an SNS 4D free spin. It's just, I don't know. This park needs longer rides. I know that they are extremely space limited, but that is, I think, a huge part of why this park, I don't know, doesn't really make me want to return to it super right away. Is lots of clones and lots of short experiences. American Eagle and Whizzer changed that, and I'm really grateful that they're there. And Goliath is a great headliner. So in that case, I honestly, if I lived anywhere near this, I would be proud to have this as a home park. I know I've been whiny and being a complete bitch the entire video, but even though I don't consider this even top 5 Six Flags, I think I still love the park and I want to come back, especially for fucking Whizzer, my baby, before it disappears forever. Especially with these short scops that have been fucking up lately. Who knows how much longer these guys have. But yeah, I still think Magic Mountain's better. Over Georgia is better. Fiesta Texas is better. I kind of even like Over Texas more. Great Adventure's better. But I haven't done Discovery Kingdom yet. I can't imagine that's better than this. I don't know, etc., etc. It's better than Six Flags America. I'll give you that for sure. So I really don't know what's left in this video, and I guess we're ending. What else didn't I cover? Please. Oh no, I think I know what's ahead. So I made this mistake in my Valley Fair video, where I even told myself, dude, note to self, when you record monstrously, superfluously long, fucking dumb videos, at least end the video on a monumental, important roller coaster. I ended it on High Roller, which is like the worst wood coaster in the United States. And I'm about to do it again. I'm about to end this fucking video on the S&S 40s free spin. How lousy. No. This is like, dude, like, if I were anywhere near giving a thumbs down to my own video, we're getting there with this one, man. I hope I've entertained somebody, because at this point I'm not even sure if I'm entertaining myself. But look, I'm gonna post this, hope for the best. Maybe I at least have enough footage for a bunch of like Chicago kids to make fun of me and bully me in the comment section. I won't delete your comments. Do what you need to do. I'm just checking my phone. Is that how little I care about the fucking God damn. This is some lousy, lame shit. In 4K, though. At least that's refreshing. You know, I'm talking about fresh, unique experiences, my friends. How much lazy, shitty 4K footage have you seen in the coaster community? Like, I'm pioneering new shit. Look, you're getting this 5K POV stabilized horizon dick sucking videos from channels like East Coasters. But by the way, love East Coasters. Definitely not a diss. But I can't be doing that POV shit. Instead, I'm doing spam in 4K. Maybe if other people are high with it, maybe mushrooms are what you need to watch this. Or I know getting drunk is probably good if you believe in alcoholism when watching these. But you sober people, if you're still here, how? Or is this like some kind of experiment, like just seeing how long you can endure tolerating a bad YouTube video? I mean, if so, I'm proud of you because you succeeded. Because we only have, what, 30 seconds left? Fuck yeah, man. Let's celebrate this atrocious video ending with the entire experience of something that you can ride in almost any Six Flags and even King's Dominion. And then, you know, the better version in Nagashima Spa Land and Adventureland. It's not this. You gotta ride the wimpier one. Sorry. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my Six Flags Great American Non-review. Yeah.